and welcome back to another video, and I just wanted to update you guys on the vet visit that we had now a couple days ago, because I just wasn't able to manage to film it yesterday, but that doesn't matter. So yeah, we're back from the vets and we have the Suralan, and I just wanted to tell you how the vet visit went, as I have not been for a year. A few things have changed. So it was very stressful, as I already thought it would be. He was very stressed out on the drive, and he was very stressed out going in. He didn't know what's going on. He was panty, super stressed, and I'm like, it breaks my heart to see that dog that like that. It really does. And this time we were called into the practice very quickly. Last time we were sitting quite a while, and didn't even take 5 minutes until we were called in, so that was very good. It was not the vet that usually checks him for some reason. It was a different vet I'd never seen before, but it doesn't matter as long as it's a woman. And I explained the situation as briefly as I could. She understanding. I have to say, I'm not hammering the vets whatsoever. The vets that I'm going to are very open-minded, I have to say, about the things that I'm implementing and the things that I'm trying out. Mainly the reason why is because they have no clue how to help them anymore, as I said in my last video already. So if you haven't watched that video before this one, just go check out the previous video I uploaded, because that is all the explanations why I went to the vets. Okay, so that's just a brief explanation. So she understands, or they understand pretty good, why I'm going the way I'm going, and they have no problems with that. As I said, I have already checked with them that I'm doing raw feeding. A lot of vets would disagree and would tell you off for it. These vets that I'm with now, I changed probably, I think 2-3 times I changed the vets around, because I was not comfortable with what they were doing. So yeah, it is, these vets are very accommodating, I have to say, so that's why I choose them. And yeah, she understood. She probably seen a little bit of history of him before we got in it, and yeah, it's basically the same situation as was last year. The mold exposure triggered the ear inflammation, and I tried to get it down with natural remedies this time, and it did not work, so I had to go. It was the last resort to go and get that Suralan, because that's the only thing that helps him to clear his ear up. And so she understood that. She just had to check his ear. Clearly she had to get a swab done, and she done that as well. And usual routine. I could have told you all that beforehand, what she was doing, because I already know what's going on and what they would do. That's the reason why I thought I would be able to get it just with a phone call and not have to drag him in, but yeah, that didn't work out. Do you want to stop that? Calm down. Calm down. Look. So, next thing was, yeah, she took about 5 minutes to check that ear swab that she did, and came back with clearly 2 things, as they were every time, was the bacterial and the yeast. So yeah, clearly ear inflammation with the yeast together. And yeah, we knew that before. But anyway, she prescribed the Suralan and explained how it works and everything. And then we had, well, as she have to anyway, I know how it works because I've been using it for a few years now. And then she went on to check his other thing that I have a little bit of worry about, but clearly if you don't take samples, you won't know what it is for sure. So that's another thing. It is not worrying so far. That's a complete other subject. I probably will get to that when it is getting serious. It's just a little bally growing next to his intimate part. So I will have to watch this. But anyway, and yeah, that was the situation. He was completely panty and stressed out this whole time, and he was very scared of her, and I almost wasn't able to calm him down, and he just wanted to get out of that room. And me too. I just, it was awful. It was bloody awful to just have him sitting there or running around trying to get out, and doesn't want to have the situation. I'm like, I know, we need to go through this, unfortunately. So that was that situation, and then we went out. Everything else was finished. She didn't ask any other questions, or I didn't ask any other questions. I just wanted to get that dog out there as quick as possible. Just wanted to get the medication and get out. And when I went to pay, I mean, this is just my experience, right? This doesn't have to be for everyone the same, or that doesn't need to be an example for every vet out there. I know probably that some other people with their vets, with their pets, have a way higher bill with the vet sometimes. I understand that, but for my situation, from my perspective right now, I was falling back over almost when I heard the price of what they were charging just for this short 10-minute visit. And I'm going to put that into a little bit of detail here now. So she charged me 101 something, so just roughly 101 pounds. And I was like, what? I was expecting about 50 to 60, roughly. Because the last time we went, they charged for a consultation 40 something, 45 I think. And that is now gone. I think the consultation now costs 55, which has gone up. And the medication they charged for the small 15ml bottle, something about 30 something. And that's already overpriced, because I looked online, it's like $17 online. But again, if you would get a prescription and get it sent online, you have to pay for the product, you have to pay for the prescription, and you have to pay for the shipping. So it probably comes back down to the same fact that it's about $30 anyway. So that's why I didn't argue with that. And then the swab, the simple swab in the ear to see it under the microscope or whatever she's doing, those that cost about 40, I think. And I'm like, whoa, how is that so expensive? I don't understand. But oh, my arm's getting heavy. So yeah, I was shocked about the prices of these visits that are going up and just getting out of hand. That's the reason, one of the reasons why I wanted to avoid this vet visit so desperately, is because of the pricing are just going to be ridiculous. And yeah, that's what it was. But anyway, we went out finally. We were able to go, paid everything, and then head out, and that was it. And then obviously the stress drive back. But anyway, that was the vet visit, and that's the reason why I wanted to avoid them so bad. I have digged a bit more deeper of the causes of his ear infection, of what triggers this exactly, and got into massive research. And as I said already before in my last video, is that the problem is not the ear infection. That is not the cause of this whole thing. For me, for my specific case, I don't know if it's with your pet the same. It might be, it might not be. It might be specific things that you have to do beforehand still. But my solution now, after intensive research over the last few days and weeks coming up to this vet appointment, is now I'm almost certain, I wouldn't say 100% because I have not tried it out yet, but I'm almost certain that the ear infections are coming up and are getting triggered obviously by mold exposure, because the heavy metal toxins inside his body are just too much. So there needs to be a simple detox happening with this dog regularly in order for him to prevent these outbreaks, in order for him to not get the yeast infections, in order for him to not get yeasty skin. That is my solution. That is the simple solution now, after what I've done over the past few years of getting this dog healthier, including the steps that I've taken are, first of all, get him off the kibble. I've fed this dog for the first few years of his life kibble. I got him off the kibble, I put him on raw. The second thing I've done includes all the household items that I've been using that were conventional, that you could buy in the shops. I eliminated the ones that I could, and there were mostly included was perfume and synthetic fragrances, and that's all what I eliminated. Then I put him on a monoprotein because I done the elimination process. So I've done that, and that worked out to fish and rabbit, these two things. And then I tried to fix his gut. And in all this process, I did not include any detox regularly, because I did not think of it, and nobody was explaining this. I was thinking maybe someone would have explained it a few years ago, but I wouldn't have been that far yet. Maybe that process with him healing could have been reduced by a few years if I would have known you need to detox regularly. Do all the things that you did beforehand, but include a routine detox protocol. Like, that is essential to actually keep him healthy, keep him no outbreaks and all that. So that's my solution to this whole situation now. All the things that I've done that worked, all the powders that I gave him that didn't work, because of the simple problem that he did not have a regular detox. His liver supported, his kidneys supported, flushing out the detox, the heavy metals regularly out of his body. And so yeah, that's the ultimate result that I'm having now, and will start, as I said in my last video, I will start this routine, and I'm gonna make a plan of how I'm gonna do it, when I'm gonna do it, including the fast days. So I'm going to put him on one fast day. So that's going to be my routine, and I'm going to get into more detail when I've established it all, and when I've been able to actually get somewhere with it. And I tell you as well if it didn't work. And yeah, so that's my take of the vet visit, of the results of what I'm going to do now, and what I'm almost certain of what this guy needs in order to get healthy now. Because I was almost in the opinion I'm not going to be able to help him heal completely. First of all, because of his condition, and second of all, because of his white fur. But I think that's changed now, unless I won't be able to get it done with the detox either. So we'll see. We'll see where this goes. We'll see where we get with this, and I'll try this as my last resort, because after that I have no clue what to do. If this not working either, I will have no clue what to do. But we're not getting there yet, so we're gonna have to try still. But I wanted to tell you about the vet visit in this video, and what I was finding very shocking, or yeah, not shocking, but sad of where this is going, because clearly the vets do not ask, trying to get to the root cause of it. They're just trying to cover up symptoms, and that's not good. That's not good. At least that's my take. It's not an overall assumption of every vet. Clearly, it's just my take on things and what I've observed over the past few years of being in and out of the vets with this dog. But again, if you want to watch the whole thing of what I explained in the last video, just watch that. Just go back and watch that one. Little bugger. We're gonna get him fixed. Anyway, let's finish this up here. And yeah, if you have questions, comments, if you have similar experiences with your dog, let me know in the comments. Because you guys are not alone. I know that this guy is not the only one. There's thousands of other dogs in the same position. So that's why I'm doing these videos, right? You are not alone. We are not alone. Alright. I'll see you later. Bye bye. Chum chum.